Okay, so if we decided that, hey, we cut it off some anatomy, like I said, there was a button over here that said repeat series. I clicked it and it'll come up with another box and you pick the series that you want to repeat. So this is what the screen will look like when you click what you need. So then you would come back over here and if just say that this was cut off like that and we needed to adjust it to get more. So you just open your box up and we need to check R2 and 3 again?
Yes, because
Okay. So you'll just check your R2s and R3s again. See how the box is cut there? So open it back up. And R2 was cut again, so let's open that back up. So always make sure your show localizer, you check the localizer or your scout for each one of these down here that is highlighted. So once we have everything, you'll hit confirm. And it's going to go back through the process. You move your table, you hit start, and it's going to scan again. Or you could have found your numbers, your reference points on your scout, the localizer, and you could have entered them over there. But just to make things simple, let's stick with this. So you're looking through your images to make sure there's no motion. And again, if there is, you at least need to repeat once. Let's not do any more repeats than that. And again, that would go back to the repeat series. So we're going to pretend everything is there. So over here on the left screen, you're going to hit end. Now, you have 4 boxes over here, so you can flip this toggle switch here and see it actually in one view. To scroll through your images, you can do up and page down, and you can scroll through. I guess that was just the still processing, so give it a few minutes. Okay. So it's still scrolling through there. And it tells you over here a percentage of completed. Okay. So now it says idle means complete. So you can toggle your switch and you can actually scroll through your images. Everything looks good. So now we are going to go up here to the middle little button that's ImageWorks. You got to click your patient. Now we work off of thins when you do your reformats. So you highlight the thins, come down here and hit reformat. Now it's going to load up these images, but we're going to work off of the right top box here, and you'll see this little blue around it. Over here to the left, you're going to click batch, and it pops up with these green little lines and bars. Now your numbers on the side means that you are fixing to work with your coronals. You'll have some red arrows up top and a red dot in the middle. And then there's a red square in the middle. You move the red square to the center of your image, and then you extend with the red arrows. Now, you see how it's sort of tilted? You can take that red dot in the middle and you can line it back up straight. Now, don't worry if there's some on the outside. It looks like it will cut, but it will not. And up here you've got a DFOV, is your field of view actually, and it's got a number there. So when you come over here to the left, we've got to name these that we're doing our coronals. and you're going to change the space between images and your slice thickness to 3.0. And then you're going to preview them. And it's going to go through real fast, and then it'll come through slow. And you see you've got everything on the outside there. So if you're good with everything there, you're going to hit close, and then you're going to put OK. And you'll hit close one more time. So now we got to work on our sagittals. You're going to change the name here. Now it keeps our 3.0s here. But now we got to turn this box. So you're turning with the middle red dot. Just spin it around. And you can adjust with the arrows from side to side. You can pull more or you can take it in less. Once you get everything set there, you're going to preview it again. And then you'll hit OK. Now the only thing I did not do, and I need to backtrack, is the field of view up here is 25, but down here is 20. So you need to change that to make sure you're on the same there. Again, you can preview it. It looks good. You got everything there. And you'll hit OK. So now you hit exit, because we've done our coronal and sagittals, and it comes up and asks, do you want to quit? Autosave is checked, and hit OK. Alright, so now, why do I have two thins?
Because we
Repeated, okay. So when we repeated, it's going to give you two sets of thins. You never want to send thins to packs, but if you do, there is a way to delete it. So now we've got to highlight everything that you want to send to packs. And the sagittals are not there. I did.
She did. And it went all the way through again?
Yes. So since our sagittals are not showing up, we're going to go back. Is there a way to check?
But it says film composure is stopped, so I don't think there's a Q across the top. It says it's finished. Okay.
Alright, so let's...
Click on somebody else's name briefly, and then go back to yours and see if it's there now. Still not there. Okay.
So we're going to take our thins and redo the sagittals.
Good thing they need to know to not take for granted that.
Always check and make sure your images are there, like your sagittal and coronals, just like ours was not, so we got to rebuild them. So we're going to go back to batch. And since it is sagittals, we're turning our box. Change the space between images and the slice thickness to 3s. And if you ever have any questions of what to recon down, the protocol book is in here. Just look it up and it'll tell you. I'll rename them to sagittals. Change the field of view to 25. And we're going to hit preview. Scrolls through, so then we can hit close and OK. So now let's exit out and make sure it saved those. So now they're here. So now we want to send things to packs. Like I said, you don't send the thin, so you control and click what you want to send. Even these 3D saved images, I don't know what they are, but send them anyway. So once you have everything you want to send, you come across the top and click network, and you're going to go to send series. You don't want to do send examination because you don't want to send thins up there. So when you do that, it'll send it over to PAX, and we have a computer here in the unit that you can pull PAX up and VRAD. And that was your head CT.